So Starstake is a utility-based NFT platform. It's built in Web3. It's it's really just a platform to connect consumer and fan, or consumer and creator together in a way that we've never had before. Whether you're a fan of music and you want to connect more with that musician or that songwriter, or if you're a fan of sports and you want to connect with an athlete more, to build connections where in the past we've never really had the opportunity to do so. Really, I mean, if you look at the world we live in this social economy, right? Our connections really go as far as saying, hey, I follow you on social media, or I'm subscribed to your channel, right? Or how many likes or whatever. I mean, that's kind of the measure of our connections, where we're entering into what we call an access economy now. And all that means is, how do I have access to you? If you're a musician, I want access to you, to your content, to your music, to what's going on with you. I want to be part of that journey. And because of technology, we're able to do some amazing things. And so it was, I don't know, a couple years ago, we had some ideas. I didn't even know what an NFT was a year and a half ago. I knew what blockchain and cryptocurrency, and I knew where things were kind of going, but then I saw what blockchain and Web3 could really do. It opened up doors that, gosh, I mean, I prayed, I wish we had 10 years ago when I had my other businesses, because it creates this fair financial system for creators especially, but for brands and for artists and for anybody, even entrepreneurs. So Starstake started with an idea of, say, how can we connect people together financially? So as a fan, you can be connected to your favorite music artist financially through rewards and royalties and some really cool things. And you can be part of that process. I mean, we kind of are anyway, right? Like, we share our favorite music, or we share a video we like on YouTube, but the fans aren't rewarded fairly for that. And it's not by choice. I think a lot of creators would love to share their success with fans. Unfortunately, they don't see a lot of that money. The big centralized platforms take that money, right? Or the music labels take that money. So there's very little left over for that artist, and they just don't have the means, the way to distribute that money to fans and reward them, let alone the extra money to do so. So Starstake was really to kind of break the mold. We didn't know if we could do it. It was super ambitious, to be able to not only connect people financially, but then to also connect these creators and give them their own economy. All right. And so what I mean by that is, right now, if you take a YouTuber, right, and they make money from YouTube and their videos are monetized, that's an income stream. We're talking about a creator has the ability now to build an entire economy, because look, YouTube can turn you off tomorrow. We all know that, Shane, you know that. And it's frustrating, it's difficult. Whereas in Starstake, you can have control now. You have your own economy, meaning you make money all over the place, and it's shared just with you and whoever you want to share that with. There is no centralized party that decides, when you can access your community. In fact, it's the other way around. These big brands and these platforms are going to pay you for access to your community. So that was kind of the vision with Starstake. And, kind of as we started going down this road, and we started to just learn and figure things out, like, oh, what if we did this? And what if we could do that? And what if we could create NFTs that could give access to products? And then we figured that out. And so we created this really, I think, pretty special platform that's launching here in just a few weeks, in the coming weeks. And I'm just super excited about it. But I think it's important that anybody who's kind of thinking about NFTs or even hearing about NFTs explores this, explores Web3, and starts to transition their business over time to a Web3 business or a brand, or if you have products, if you're an influencer especially, or if you have an audience or community, because that is where we're headed. It's inevitable now. We saw it with cryptocurrency. We're seeing it with NFTs. Soon, you'll be able to tokenize everything. And you're going to be able to add utility to those things. And that's why we talk about this access economy is, our value is how we're going to have access to things, not who we follow and such. So Starstake's approach was just that. It was to creating this entire ecosystem for creators to come in. They don't have to have coders. You don't have to have artists. You don't have to do all of that. It's basically a place where you can create your own currency, where your fans and audience can buy your own money and spend it on your stuff. You can create NFTs for anything you possibly want throughout any category, and you can attach royalties and rewards to give back to your fans, because they're sharing your stuff anyway. If they're a fan or if you have a community, now they're going to get rewarded for just doing the same thing that they're used to doing. And so that's a big piece. And then also we have the e-commerce piece, which is now you can sell NFTs that give access to products and services and content, and really sky's the limit. But on top of that, we knew that, like, oh, great, we can create this utility platform, but we need people to be able to sell this stuff. We need, like, how do you sell it? How do you share it? It's one thing to create something that's great, product or not, but you have to get the world to see it. And so we created this amazing simplified page builder where you can showcase your stuff really easily. We have an offer creator so you can bundle things together and offer deals and discounts and incentives for your audience and community. So we put a lot of sales and marketing into our platform, because at the end of the day, it's really, right, like, you have to share this, you have to educate your audience on what this means. So that was a big part of what makes Starstake different. Plus, it's decentralized. There is not necessarily, it's decentralized in a way that you have control of your funds at all time. There's no YouTube or Facebook selecting when your audience can see your content. You have control, and you also have control of how you want to share those funds. Starstake never touches it. Starstake doesn't pool money, it never takes money, it doesn't do anything like that. It's just the algorithm, and it's the software that allows you to say, hey, when I collect this, when somebody buys my NFT, that some of that money is going to go here, some of it I'm going to share over here, and here's the things that I want it to do for me, right? And it's all built in. We have what's called Stake Hub, where you can manage this stuff. There's really three parts of Starstake. There's the Market Hub, which is our marketplace, where you can shop and discover. Our Stake Hub, where after you buy something, you can manage its performance. So you can see how it's performing, see what it's doing, see how it's earning for you or not. You can flip it, sell it, things like that there. And then we also have Creator Hub, which is on the creator side, how a person goes onto the platform for free, by the way, it's free to use, to be able to go on there and create things in a really easy way with training academy and workshops and cool stuff like that. So I guess I would call it kind of the Adobe suite for Web3 in a way, specifically because we believe that everybody has the ability to be a star. It really is, but we believe that. I mean, thoroughly believe that. It's just, unfortunately, a lot of people never get their shot, or they're limited by figuring out these algorithms, or giving up a big chunk of their money to record labels or whatever. And it reduces your ability to be creative. Shang, that. It's just, running the business side of this is hard, especially when, COVID hits or things hit. So hopefully, and I'm optimistic, Starstake will solve these problems, and they'll make it fun. We have some really fun things in there for people to do. And then you'll want to share that. Like, we want creators to say, hey, check out my Starstake profile, check out my page, and be excited about it. And I think the rest will take care of it.
In the beginning, humans looked to the stars for answers, a view of where we came from, and in some ways, what we can become. Today, when we look to the sky, we wonder if we're alone and how far we can go. We've come a long way in the last 20 years, creating experiences that through art and technology have transported us to discover new stars of all types. Some stars help connect and bring us together. Others transport us to all new worlds with breathtaking adventures. We see stars as greater-than-life figures, magical moments, and fantastical achievements. We live amongst these stars every day. Crafting Starstake, we are reminded that the things we love most don't come from the stars above, but from the ones all around us. Starstake is the first NFT-based royalty marketplace, bringing the world's greatest creations and its creators together with fans and consumers to create even greater opportunities. More than that, Starstake is about access, an entirely new economy built solely on our connections to the things we use and enjoy. Starstake is something we've dreamt of having, and it's only now that we have the hardware, the technology, and the experience to push our creative boundaries even further. In it, we invite you to join Astra, the official prologue to your journey into Starstake. For the first time, we'll provide an inside look at what makes this next-generation platform so important, and how you can forge new connections to your great creations. As a fan, discover new opportunities inside the NFT-based marketplace with access to your favorite stars, rewards, and royalties. We have a lot to share. Together, let's begin the journey to go beyond blockchain and explore the possibilities of our progress as creators and consumers. We hope you'll join Astra to find your way to Starstake and go with us on the journey to discover the next generation of startups.